Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel of Gondor. We're back in Dale, and after some crafting, ready to continue with what we were doing. Christ, wrong door again. Where was the exit again? So now I remembered, getting into this place was not the confusing part. The confusing part is getting out of it. Oh, come on again. What's wrong with this? What's the exit of this place? Why is this so hard all of a sudden? The Vault Keeper, no. It was right next to the auctioneer. Was it? Oh my god. Is this the same wrong door? Third. What? Come on. Door. No, that's not the door I'm looking for. Could you please give me another door? Why can't I see it? This is the auctioneer, so door was... The door. Not that door, for God's sake. Dale. Dale, this one. Oh my god. It was really simple, but I always get confused inside. I don't understand that place. I remember now why I don't like to do that much crafting Dale, even though it's a very convenient place. But thank God, now that we are finally out, we can technically go to the Jangovar camp in search of Sangemêkh Turáh. But before we go there, I think I'm actually gonna go to this stable master, and we're gonna do something really quick in here. We're gonna travel back to Lake Town. At some point, I think we're gonna go back to Fellogoth just to check that barter and make sure we didn't miss anything important. But for the time being, we're going back to Lake Town, and we're gonna do some Avang clearing in this place. We're not actually gonna enter Lake Town per se, but once again, this is such a nice view of the town. I couldn't help it. But no, we're actually going to the southwest, looking for some of those Avangs that we need to defeat for Rekar, for the hunting quest that we have. And they are really close to Loiglon actually, but since there is no stable master at Loiglon, well, figure we gotta do it the other way around. Anyway, here we are in the swamp area where these Avangs are supposed to be found. We also need to find like the matron of the pack or something like that. At least I think it is a matron. With Avangs it's always a matron, but you can never be sure. Fenskin is the name. Bottom line. There are also Avangs on the Jangovar camp we're going for, and Fenskin is there. Why were you telling me Loiglon then? If that's not what we needed to do. No matter. Okay, so Fenskim is on the eastern side of the lake. Fortunate, considering that's where we're headed next. So we only need to go to the other exit of Dale on the southeastern side of it. So it seems we're back on track, and that's great. That's amazing. So we need to cross this little bridge in here. There we go. But this path will eventually take us to the Iron Hills. And we are not headed yet towards the Iron Hills, but I do wonder if there is a page on this road. I don't think there should be, or if it is, it's a page for one of the Iron Hills lost lores. So maybe we don't need to go there, but yeah, nothing here so far. But these marauders are another issue entirely. What do we have in here? Jangovar marauders lurking in the wilds encroach upon the city of Dale. These marauders should be dealt with swiftly. How many? 6. Okay. That's 3 of them. Please don't tell me you're doing the same thing as I am. Because we both are at the point at which we can basically one-shoot everything, especially you. So I wouldn't stand a chance if that were the case. Well, we got them both. That's good. That works. And there seem to be plenty of marauders for both of us in here. I'm almost done. Maybe she is too. That's what it seems. Now, what is this place again? Yoldash. I think a quest will send us into Yoldash eventually, so I'm not gonna enter there just yet. But I will look for the last marauder so that we can continue on our merry way. There we go. You have defeated many Jangovar marauders in the wilds near Dale. Your efforts will ensure the safety of all those within the town's walls. Sure. And let me take the chance to grab a picture of Dale from up here. This gives you an idea of how big Dale really is. Although if we can get a higher vantage point, that will be much more appreciated. You can also see Erebor, the Lonely Mountain, the entrance to the Dwarven Halls. Over there, Raven Hill as well. What a nice spot to take a picture. And now we'll continue our way to the south. I think we actually gotta fight the Avank first. Not entirely sure, but I seem to remember there are many quests on the Jangovar camp we're going to, so I wanna take care of that before we take care of the Avanks before we enter the camp. Now, there is a dwarf marker in here. Thank God for the delete key spamming. The second one out of 16. So we're nowhere near done with that one, and I don't think we will. Now let us continue our way towards the Jangovar camp. Reach Erevor's Cairn. Okay. Not something I'm interested in right now, but okay. Amphalas essences. I think we're at the point at which we have outlived the utility of the Amphalas essences. Maybe I should get me some. Maybe I should craft me some. I have plenty of materials for doing that. And that way I can get to mastery at the Doomfold tier, as you can see here, even though we are about to outlive the utility of the Doomfold Athalas essences as well, so maybe not just yet. I will think about it while I finish these quests. Now, that's the Jangovar camp we're headed towards. But let me see if there is an easy way down to the swamps. There seems to be. And there's also a way back up. So let us take the chance now to fight the Avanks and look for fenced skin. Avanks, as we have seen, are so fond of applying many different poisons that even though we are at an advantage in here, I don't want to overdo it. And I confused this poor turtle for an Avank. My bad. Nothing against you. Ah, Sicklefly. Have a quest for me? Give me the quest. Pesky Sickleflies and Fireflies buzz throughout the wilds. They make traversing the merchant paths difficult. This is hardly a merchant camp. They are minding their own business in the swamp. But if I'm getting a reward out of it, you can be sure I will do it. A bear? I don't want to fight bears. I don't want to fight Nervig. Well, sorry, Knickerbreakers. No, these guys don't have a quest for me, so no. That's gonna bother. Now, there are some ruins in here, and I think maybe these are the ruins where Fenskin is located. In any case, these are also needed for the deed. So let us go and check these ruins. Stranding. Treasure cache. I knew it. More importantly, well, not more importantly, but just as important, more artifact chests as well. Stranding. I think there is a quest for this. What do you mean you didn't get it? Pick it up. No, not this one. Pick this one. All right. Now, we're looking for fenced skin. Why are there so few Avanks in here? I thought there would be more. Unless, of course, somebody else is also clearing this place. That would explain why there seems to be so few Avanks. We're just across Lake Town. Cool. Cool. Really cool. Fanskin. There you are. Devastated for half his health almost. Amazing. Yeah, I love it. Doesn't get old. Never will. There we go. That was the nasty poison. Perfect. There we go. This one is done. We can remove this from the tracker for the time being. Now, we are missing more sickle flies. I know, or at least I seem to remember there's also a treasure cache hidden in the swamp. It's the perfect location for one. Or maybe not a treasure cache, but it seems like there should be something hidden in here, right? It's the perfect place for something like that. I love the sound of those bells. It's a very nice tune. Come on, 2 more sickle flies so that I can leave the swamp, please. This would have been another great moment for the Tome of Tracking. Shame that it has such a short time span to be used before it expires. We could certainly use a couple more minutes on it. Ah, some of those chests have respawned. If not all of them. We can grab a couple more materials, right? We can always use some extra crafting materials in here. While we wait for some of these sickle flies to respawn. Up here. Ah, runes only. No, thank you. Okay, this should be enough for one of the sickle flies to respawn. Ah, I see one there. It's not that visible, but here it is. Thank you. You have defeated many flies in Lasgalen and the Dalelands. Ah, that was a quest for the Doors of Erebor? Okay. That's good, we can start ramping the reputation up on that one as well. And here we are at the Jangovar camp. Urûshoba. The Jangovar encampment of Urûshoba has been nothing but trouble for the people of the Dalelands. Destroying the siege equipment and banners in Urûshoba should help push the Jangovar out of the Dalelands. Yeah, consider it done. That's one banner. Better to grab those archers before they become a nuisance. Come on. It feels like there should be at least one more quest in here. Defeating Easterlings? No? This seems so weird. drop these guys in here too. And grab the banners without attracting the attention of these archers in here. It can be a pain. Okay. Let's keep looking around. Oh! Seems we found what we were looking for. Is this Sangemêkh Turáh inside a tent? Oh, come on. Yeah! We were looking for you, you know? I'm gonna free you right away. Just 1 minute. As usual. Sorry. Hope you didn't mind waiting. I thank you, stranger, but I am not the only one taken by the Jangovar. Will you find my people and free them also? I will make my way out. Do not fear for me. I think the trouble you are raising in their camp will serve as plenty distraction. I am not helpless or unarmed, thank the earth, and 1 or 2 posted guards shall not hinder me, I assure you. Free the other Chayasír captives. Alright. Now we're talking. Even though it's still really weird, there is not another questing here. It feels as if someone is blocked somehow. But I don't want to jinx it. I'm sure everything is working just as fine as it should. At least we are advancing the Jangovar's layer deed, so not all bad. I had forgotten about the banners and the siege engines, gotta do that. A few more siege engines around this place, actually. I love that booming sound they make when they are destroyed. Ah, the last Chayasír prisoner. Sangemêkh Turáh back at the camps. Are you sure we don't need to go back? Or are you just gonna send me back here for another set of quests? You shouldn't really, I'm already here. It would be so much nicer if you would give me all the quests for this camp right away. Very nice of you, if that were the case. There we go. Ah. it seems at least we're about to be done with this other quest in any case. Just missing 2 more siege engines. And 3 more banners. They should be around this corner, I guess. Well, okay. Chayasír, yeah, we're going back to the camp to fight this Starling leader. So maybe at that time is when we will get more quests in this place, fighting enemies and all that, all the good stuff. You have destroyed many siege engines and banners in the Jangovar encampment of Urûshoba. Your efforts will ensure the safety of all those who dwell in the Dalelands. Alright, back to the refugee camp, it seems. Very anticlimactic, but okay. This would also give us the chance to turn in the quest with Rekar. So let us try going back to him. I think it's through here. Yeah, maybe I should have used the milestone instead of the master. I guess that's one advantage of having both. You can decide which side of the town you will spawn at and save some time.
By the dragon's shadow.
Not crucial, but it's nice to have the option. I see you were successful. Here is your pay. Ready to hunt a deadlier beast?
By water or by road, as they say.
Next, I suggest you track down the notorious chicken thief, Snowfall the Lynx. She is quite a successful hunter with many children. Unfortunately for her, lynx furs are quite valuable and the people of Dale would like to keep their chickens. She will be harder to find than Fenskin, but the pay is good. Yeah, she is really close to Edward, so not doing that just yet. But this is the north exit, I think. The Jolly Bell? Yeah, that's the tavern, no. I know, this is the exit we needed. So we're going back to the camps, it seems. We don't need to worry about that hunting quest right now. Alright, yeah, there she is. She's back.
Oh, how I wish I could sing this memory into the weave.
There he is, our daring rescuer. How I wish I could sink this memory into the weave, but alas, I cannot. You look puzzled, Beriathan, and I realize there is much I should explain to you.
Yes, it is time.
Yes, it is time to explain the route of our recent travels and the cause of my people's anguish and ire. That ruffian, Athalrik, has done a harm greater than he knows. At first, he pleased himself with simply parading through our camps, knocking things over and coughing children on the ears. But soon his swagger grew greater. He began suspecting us of imagined crimes, rooting through our belongings and taking what caught his eye. He did any who stood in his way, then any who so much as looked him in the eye. And then, one day, he took what was most prized of the Chayasír, my memory cloth, or in our tongue, Bilitang, that with which I sing the memories of our mothers and fathers, and of their mothers and fathers before them. At last we fought back. We knew no good would come of it, but he had gone too far. You have seen what followed, and we will not set foot in that ruined camp again.
Greetings and good fortune.
Many are our needs, but food and warmth are first among them. There is good wood among the trees, and a blueberry we have found that is good for eating, but we cannot seem to gather either. I would not beg your help in such menial tasks, but any of these things you happen to gather would be gratefully received.
I implore you, go to the young king.
The memory cloth Athalrik stole is a danger to him and not to him alone. Many lives of women and men are remembered within it. The memories are potent and hold great power. If he listens to them untrained, it may grant him strength. It may fill him with sorrow or with fury. It will almost surely drive him mad. It is for the memory cloth that the Jangovar abducted me, but of course I have it not. Athalrik does. As you have seen, we are not welcome within the walls of Dale, but you are, Warden. I implore you, go on our behalf to your young king there. Help him see the truth of what Athalrik has done.
Let us share in speech together.
I know from sunk memory that our people dwelt here once, in this valley many years ago, and though I have no doubt the memory is true, still some part of me yearns for proof I might touch with my hand. As you go here and there around the Dale lands, would you look for traces of the Chayasír? There might be potsherds among the soil. The memories think of fine clay vessels, ornate patterns about the rims where we dwelt around the long lake. Will you tell me what, if you are able to find? It will mean much to me, Beriathan.
At last, one who will listen.
Though the pack leader is gone, wolves still harry us when we wander too far from our camps. If you would fell some more of them, Beriathan, you will scare the rest away, at least for a time. Oh my god. No. We need to go to the south for more of those potsherds. Okay. I'll do my best. For the time being, let us focus on the task closer to us, and that is some of these berries and wolves. Berries, firewood, and wolves. This will also be one of those repeatables in the Dale lands. Berries, firewood, and wolves. But we can take the time to get some extra reputation in here. Alrighty, so... there's a lot of firewood. There is more firewood than berries, in fact. I thought it was the other way around. But in any case, we should be good. There we go. The last piece of firewood. Some berries there. Do you see any more berries? Okay. Here are some. Worth it grabbing some of these artifact chests? I don't want to spend too much time in here any longer. And I think we're good in crafting materials so far. So let us leave it at that. Let us go back to the Chayasír camp.
You too have traveled far, I am guessing.
You have done what I could not ask of you. Your help and humility are beyond reckoning, Beriathan.
I will hear your words. Will you hear mine?
The wolves will fall back into the deep trees and not bother us, at least for a spell. Thank you, Beriathan. Alright, back to Dale, it seems. Now that we have reached friend status with the Men of Dale, that reminds me... Well, that was a long time ago. The last episode at least, but... we can now get a better fishing rod. There are a couple more fishing quests along the way ahead of us. So I figure... let us try and do that. No, this is not the way down. Ah, yeah, this is the one. We've been using the Athalrik fishing rod for a long time. Which is okay, it's nice, I guess. It's very useful, of course, and it's a big of an upgrade, especially if you're only getting fishing rods through barter. Because you get the starting fishing rod when you train the hobby, which is the worst fishing rod, of course. And if you have a woodworker, you can craft more fishing rods with different bonuses. But if you don't have a crafting alt, or if you don't want to do that, and if you're only focusing on landscape, of course the Rohirrim fishing rod, as far as I remember, is the next one that you can get, and it's of course a huge improvement. But now we can get an even better one. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Before I forget. We're almost done. We're almost there to ally too, so that's gonna be nice. The Smaug kite? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of kites, of all pets, but that'll be nice, I guess. Daleguard, Laketown Boghouse, Statue of Brand. Ah, that was not Bard, maybe that was Brand? Okay. Banners. Wall carvings, maybe. Ambient music. Maps. Exquisite elven fishing rod. Yeah. And this. The cloaks are okay. Some of the gear too. Once again, okay, but something like that would be nice, I guess, if you're trying to accumulate light for an Abyss run, but that's not the case right now. Fragment of the Abyss. Okay. What do you need those tokens for? Ah, for essences, it seems. Oh, this is a nice trinket to get. I want that recipe, but I guess I need to be kindred. Ally, at least. No, all of these are kindred. Well, I'll get to that at some point.
Ours is an orderly justice.
Beriathan, you have returned from the camps of the Sterling refugees. What was your finding? Is the dispute settled? Choosing your words carefully, you relate what you have seen and learned, building the case against Athalrik. Justice should shield all who are wronged within our kingdom and spare none who trespass our laws. But ours is an orderly justice. He must be brought before us. And where is Bryn when he's wanted? Athalrik was his man. Gamar, what do you know of the knight's whereabouts? He is seen sometimes on Wortman's Way. That is a quiet by street west of the canal on the south end of Dale. Beriathan, will you look for him there and bring him before us? And where is Bryn, of course? That's a very good question. And this dwarf? Messenger of Erebor? We're not there yet. Workman's Way. Okay. Can do that. Is this a place? You see no one like Athalrik, but an old man catches your eye.
By the crown of Dale.
Athalrik? Aye, he can be found here some days. More often than not, though, he's gone off the way of Lake Town. Didn't know that, did you? For all the talk, few do. But I swear it is true. He is no man of Dale, and down on the Long Lake his name is not spoken of with very much respect, I have heard tell. If you enter to Lake Town, you'll find him in the burned water house, like as not. Only if you do, don't mention it was me who told you. Alright, how fortunate then that we need to go back to Lake Town, because that will give us the chance at least of gathering a few of these Chayasír potsherds that we need to get. So we are not taking the stable master to Lake Town this time. We are right in there and doing our best to grab the potsherds. No, right. Ignore the barricades. Chayasír potsherds. Okay, and hopefully at some time we will be sent back to Urûshoba. I think that would be the case. And that way we can get the potsherds on the other side of the lake. Chayasír potsherd, awesome. We need to get so many of them. Treasure cache. Where? Down on the waterfall? Well, not the waterfall, but yeah, that's what I thought. Let's take the jump. What the heck? Ah, there's a potsherd in here. Good choice, it seems. Okay, let us continue looking. Oh, this is another nice view of Lake Town. I hadn't realized. Alrighty. Can we get... They knew that they were near to the end of their journey and that it might be a very horrible end. Oh! Cool, that's another location for the path of the company. Kinda did. Yeah. Where the barrels came ashore near Loegland and where Bilbo freed the company from their barrels. We missed those two. Where they scouted the slopes of the mountain where the company found the secret way into Erebor. Okay, we gotta do those two at some point. Ah, yeah, because the people from Lake Town took them on some boats, not all the way through, but they navigated the lake up until this point, as this was as close as they dare go to the mountain. So that's why we got that did advancement in there. How fortunate that there was a patcher there. Of course, that's no coincidence. It's just... It's just that going back to Loegland right now is such a detour. And I think there is a quest that will take us to Loegland at some point. I hope I'm right. Otherwise, we might be missing a really nice deed. And I don't want that, so... I'm gonna double check about Loegland. If not, then I guess we'll need to ride there at some point. Are there enough of these things in this side of the lake so that we don't need to go to the other one to complete a quest? God, I hope so. Let us try and find all the potsherds and see how lucky we are with this. I mean, we're only missing 6. I hope we're on the right track. I'm not sure, but I think one of the random locations that the barrel on the Felagod Cellars can take you is precisely the location at which Bilbo freed the dwarves from the barrels. I mean, you just gotta keep running. You gotta just check the western side of Loegland, near the shore. Yeah, I don't think we'll find the 16 potsherds on this side, but we came very close. Of course. Wanna fight? Let us fight. I mean, we might be able to get 1 or 2 at most. But that would be it. Yeah, we're missing 2, just 2, can you believe it? Why couldn't you just give me the 16 on this side? I mean, if you're gonna give me 14, might as well give me the other 2. Just saying. Anyway, now we can go here to Lake Town and look for Athalrik. Yeah, I didn't think we would be back in Lake Town so soon. It's good that we are. And the burned water, we've been there a couple times. Is thankfully not that far.
Stranger?
The woman spits. Athalrik, that wet fish? Aye, he was here, leering and lamping like he was too good for the wood he walked on. Well, haven't I known him since back when? And was I going to take such guff? We had words then, he and I. Broke 3 good plates, knocked me to the ground and stomped off. If I were you, I'd let him go, and good riddance, but I can see you're determined and I think I know where he must have gone. To the old forester, Bilitang, whose cabin is up in the hills west of here. That's where he'd always go in such moods, and I'll drink the long lake if it's not where he's gone now. Alright, so this is the time at which we're supposed to go to Bilitang. That's good to know. I knew we were bound to visit him and do some more with him. So technically, I guess this is the point where you can also go to Bilitang and get the wood for the gift quest. Once again, with the idea of optimizing your time and not going more than once to where you need to go. So we're going towards Bilitang, but I don't remember how long is the rest of the quest line, so I think we're gonna end today's episode in here. And I'll be back with you on the next one, and we'll continue looking for Athalrik. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.